Aquarius, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you for June 21st through June 28th. Whoops. All right. All right, so this week, I'm going to lay out the cards here. We're just going to take kind of a different, take a different look into your connection. You know, we're going to take a look at how your particular person is viewing or seeing themselves right now. We'll take a look at how you are seeing yourself right now. We'll take a look at some of the internal dialogue that you have going on right now. And we'll also take a look at what your person is manifesting when it comes to this connection right now, and also what you are manifesting. Okay, so yeah, so we'll get it underway. I'm sorry I wasn't around last week. It's not that I wasn't around, it was that I was struggling with my voice. I actually did the majority of the readings last week, but I didn't like them. So I said, screw it. We're not going to post them if I don't like them. All right. All right, so let's see what we have here. This card is going to speak to how your person is seeing themselves right now. All right, so let's see what we have. All right, so we've got the Three of Swords. So they are seeing themselves in some way as heartbroken or as having a lot of heartache. You know, they might feel like they're not putting out their best. They might feel like they're kind of retracting within themselves. They see themselves as heartbroken. Let's see what this is about. All right, we have Seven of Pentacles, which is the Seven of Discs in this particular deck. You know, I feel like they are looking over what has happened maybe between the two of you. You know, and they're trying to figure out what's next. So I almost feel like this person sees themselves as very distracted, very pensive, looking over different events that happened between possibly you and this person, possibly looking over their whole life, their whole relationship life, trying to figure out what is next. They see themselves as overly concerned about this as well. Okay, King of Pentacles here, that's card of Taurus. You might be dealing with a Taurus. This person, I feel like this person tries to make themselves feel better by basically saying that they have every other aspect of their life together except this one area, which is relationship. They focus on the good things in their life, things that make them happy. But the Three of Swords, you know, with that coming up first, that feels like it's like they almost see themselves as a failure because one area of their life isn't working out the way that they might have hoped. Okay, so this person sees themselves as overall as successful, but not in terms of relationships. And they're trying to figure out, you know, what is next for them. It feels like they're going to possibly bury themselves into work or into making new streams of income. It feels like they want to put relationship on the back burner. That's what it feels like. For you, how are you seeing yourself? We have Princess of Cups, Page of Cups. All right, so you might be seeing yourself as being a little bit immature with your communication. You might be seeing yourself a little bit as a little bit needy when it comes to being emotionally fulfilled. Let's see what this Princess of Cups is about. All right, so we have the Ten of Wands. You are seeing yourself as needy and as potentially a burden to somebody. Now, why would you feel that way? Why would you feel that way? Ace of Wands. You know, you might have had, you might have been inspired to do something when it comes to this connection. It might have been seen as a little bit immature. You know, it might have been, you might have wanted somebody to do something for you. In other words, you might have asked somebody to make some time for you that they just maybe couldn't set aside, or, you know, I feel like you were full of passion and vigor and excitement over doing something, and something might have fell through. And it led you to kind of feel like you were more of a burden to this person than a gift to them. Okay, so I feel like you feel a little bit down, a little bit, again, maybe a little bit embarrassed. You're not seeing yourself in the best light right now. You know, something might have happened between the two of you. So let's see what your internal dialogue is about this. Okay, we have invocation. This is a special card in this deck. There's two special cards in this deck. You see yourself asking for help from the universe, or you see yourself asking for help from your angels or God. This can be prayers. Okay, it's like I can also see that you might be in the energy of surrender, like, I don't know what else to do. I'm desperate to know what's going on here. You know, so I'm going to ask Spirit for help. I'm going to ask the universe for help. I'm going to ask God for help, or past loved ones. Let's see, Knight of Swords. I mean, this is communication through thought. You might be doing this through meditation. You might be thinking about a specific communication that you had with somebody. And I feel like you're not thinking positively about it. You're beating yourself up over it because, you know, it feels like you feel small or like a burden to this person. I don't feel like that's the case, though. What else do we have here? Knight of Swords and the universe. Exactly. You're asking the universe for help. In the most direct form here, this is you asking for the universe to communicate with you. That's your internal dialogue right now. Okay, so you, on some level, are surrendering to the universe when it comes to this connection. So what is it that this person is manifesting as far as this connection goes? Okay, so we have Two of Swords. So this person is, I feel like, manifesting resistance here. You know, they see themselves as heartbroken. So how can they manifest love and connection when they see themselves as heartbroken? So they are basically manifesting the energy of blocking their heart from you potentially. Why is this Two of Swords coming up? All right, so we have Wheel of Fortune. You know, it feels like something happened here between the two of you. that probably, like, the two of you might have fallen out of a destined plan, okay? So both of you are feeling a heavy energy from whatever took place, because you both felt the wheel, you both felt the pull of destiny, and something went off the rails here. You know, so now, because, you know, generally speaking, things fall off the rails when somebody wasn't completely authentic. Somebody wasn't completely authentic about how they felt, what they said, what they did. It came from an inauthentic place. So that led us astray. That led to a detour in a part of your destiny, part of their destiny is what it feels like. So what was it? What led us astray here? Okay, this is the other card. This is the second special card in this particular deck. Gratitude. So it feels like we had something good together. We both knew this was good, but somebody here, whoever was inauthentic in some way, maybe what they were inauthentic when it came to being grateful for having this connection. There was a lack of gratitude, and it's like this went off the rails. You know, and this person is, again, seeing themselves as heartbroken. So did they create that heartbreak for themselves, or was it something that you did, or that was inspired by something that you did? It really doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter, but what are you manifesting? Six of Swords. Okay, so it feels like you are manifesting the energy of wanting to fix something here. Okay, because what comes before the Six of Swords? The Five of Swords. There was definitely a conflict, an argument. Again, something went wrong here, and what you're trying to manifest, you want to fix this. You want peace in the situation. You want a peaceful resolution. And then we have Eight of Swords. So Two of Swords for them, Eight of Swords for you. You know, it's like we're both manifesting the detour. Okay, because somebody or both of you were not authentic. You didn't come or speak from an authentic place, and neither did they. So both of you are now stuck. The wheel isn't stuck. The wheel continues to move forward, but it's taking both of you on a different path. The easier path is always to be authentic, but for some reason, human beings in general aren't very good at that sometimes. Why? Because the ego gets in the way. You know, the ego wants to save itself at all costs. What are you talking about, Barn? So we're in this stuck energy. Even though you want to resolve it, you want to move towards a peaceful resolution, you feel stuck. King of Swords. All right, so King of Swords is truthful energy. You might be seeking the truth, but the King of Swords is also, and the King of Swords has been extremely prevalent in the readings this week. You know, King of Swords is card of Gemini. You might be dealing with a Gemini. Wheel of Fortune can be Sagittarius energy. Universe could be Capricorn energy. Knight of Swords, that's you. Okay. Knight of Swords is Aquarius, and that's about what you are doing right now. It's like you don't know what to do. You feel stuck. They feel stuck. That's why you're asking for help from the universe or wherever you can find it. Okay. The King of Swords is very, very unemotional. You know, you've got swords here. We've got lots of swords. Both of you are heavy in your thoughts and how you're thinking about this. There's lots of masculine energy here. We don't have any cups here. So what could have gone wrong here, or what we may not have been authentic about, was our feelings about something or our feelings about each other. And that's why we feel stuck in some way here. So let's take a look up here. What do we got up here? Apathy. That's exactly what I feel here. Like, and that's what feels inauthentic. Both of you, I feel like, are showing each other apathy. Like, I don't care. I don't care what happens here. I don't care if this person reaches out to me. I don't care. I don't care what they did. They didn't hurt me. All right? Apathy. That's the energy that is coming here towards you and away from you. Let's see, what do we have here? Apathy, spiritual. There's spiritual energy here. Again, I feel like you are asking for spiritual support. They might be as well. What do we have here? Love. Okay, so do you see this? We have apathy over here, which is actually the opposite of love. Hate is not the opposite of love, okay? Because hate requires, you have to have love in a way to have hate, because the opposite of love is apathy. And I feel like whatever you have asked for from spirit or from the universe, I feel like they have heard your prayer. All right. And I feel like they are helping you. And what they're helping you with is to get us out of this energy, which is that stuck energy. We're stuck. Both of us are stuck in apathy, meaning that's what we want the other person to see. Is that genuine? I don't feel it's genuine for either of you. What Spirit wants both of you to see is the love between you. It's very interesting that we just talked about the fact that there were no cups here. It's like no feelings, apathy. That is exactly what's going on here. Somebody absolutely, or both of you, want the other person to feel like we don't care. Let's get the message, the spiritual message here. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords, you know, is saying that you or your person, okay, and it could be both of you, might be looking at this situation as unfair. You might be looking at life as unfair. You both might have experienced a feeling of betrayal here, and it's literally shut both of you down. Let's get another card on 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups. Whatever this betrayal was, it led us both to get in that boat and move away from our feelings. It was too painful to face, too painful to deal with. I don't want this person to see how hurt I was, right? This is what Spirit is helping you with. One more. Ace of Swords. Ultimately, Spirit is trying to help you hear the truth and speak the truth. Because this, I don't feel like, is the truth. This is the truth. The Devil. What would be considered the devil when it comes to love? Apathy. That is what Spirit is trying to help us see. Okay? Devil is also Capricorn. You might be dealing with a Capricorn. All right, so we have 6 of Pentacles. What is love about? It's about the love that we give. It's about the love that we receive. that's what the two of you are both avoiding, in terms of you feeling trapped, not really facing your feelings with this King of Swords. Same thing for this person, Two of Swords, blocking their heart. It's like, can I give love? If I give love, will I receive it back? That's not the question. The question is, can I give love without expecting to receive it back? One more. The Fool. Exactly. The Fool in love. I love the Fool because the Fool loves and takes the risk of love. The Fool in love takes the risk of love without really expecting anything in return. And it's not to say that that the other person, shouldn't give something back. But when we give love without any expectation about what is returned to us, that's unconditional love. And it's something that we don't really experience all that often in this world. And I feel like you and this person are going to get a lesson in love. What is he barking at, Barn? All right. Apathy, we're not even going to bother with because, that's what we're trying to get rid of. But Spirit is showing you the devil side of love through apathy. Okay? And Spirit is also trying to teach us the give and take of love. Give it, giveth, okay? And you shall receive it back. Maybe not from this person, maybe not from this person immediately, but you will receive it back. Love always acts like a boomerang. When you put it out there, it comes back to you. But it might come back to you in a different form. It might come back to you right from this person. This person's heart, Three of Swords, remember, this person's heart is affected. That's how they see themselves, okay? You might have done something. You might have acted like the Fool in love already. And that is what sent you to this energy. If this person is punishing you using apathy, that ends up breaking their own heart. Because, responding with an inauthentic response to something that was already happening that was inauthentic, it like doubles up on that person. Okay? So when people, and I feel like this is a good lesson, when people aren't authentic with how they feel, every single time they do that, it actually builds up on them. People say things all the time that they don't mean. This is a lesson in that. Both of you might struggle with that. Both of you might say things that you don't mean when you get upset. Or both of you might say things that you don't mean when your ego is a little bruised or hurt, or somebody doesn't say exactly what you hoped they would say. It's like they don't know the script. The other person doesn't know the script that you have in your head. So this is a lesson for both of you, okay? If you both are dealing with a situation where something happened between the two of you, both of you were inauthentic towards each other in some way to create a feeling of, I don't care. I don't care about this person. I don't care about you. I don't care what happens next. Go do whatever you want to do. Whatever was said that was inauthentic doubled up on whoever said it. And chances are it was probably this person. And you not necessarily, it's not necessarily easy for you to face your feelings either. All right, so you're asking for help. This is clearly you asking for help from the universe. That's you, that's the universe, that's the prayer. Okay? Because you don't know where to go. But what Spirit is telling you is it's okay to be the fool in love, especially because it fights off this, you know, and that brings in the truth. And the truth is that getting in our boat, you know, and sailing away from our feelings wasn't necessarily the answer. That's how we showed apathy towards each other. That's what the betrayal was. Both of you could have betrayed yourselves, or somebody betrayed the other, but I almost feel like on some level there was a mutual betrayal here. And that's why both of you feel stuck. All right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, definitely reach out. I feel like this is a to be continued type of reading. This is where it sits. But, you know, this might be a pattern for Aquarius, because this type of reading, not this specific one, but this energy seems to follow Aquarius sometimes. And yeah, but anyway, if this is your situation, Spirit is definitely trying to help you. All right. So have a great week, and I will talk to you next time. All right.